What's up? What's up? It's your girl Neek, and you're tuned in to Neek at Night. And we are about to have a conversation with Dr. Umar. Okay, his daughter has come forward, put him on blast, and he gave a typical response like they always do. Okay, your mama was so difficult, your mama the reason, blase, 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 blah. Even call his daughter a clout chaser and so much more. We're gonna get into all of that in this video, so brace yourself as we get into it. Now, this Dr. Umar topic came up in previous videos that I have done because I thought he was full of baloney in the practicing of what he preaches. Now, if you guys remember, or maybe you don't, I did a video 3 years ago, and this was when Kevin Samuels was still alive, and people were basically trying to put Kevin Samuels and Dr. Umar up against each other. They wanted them to debate. They wanted them to go head to head, and people were cheering it on. And I was basically saying both of them are very much cut from the same cloth, in so many words, manipulating their audiences and not practicing what they preached. Now, in my video, I went over the reasons why I felt like Kevin Samuels wasn't practicing what he preached. And I even went over how Dr. Umar got these children. He don't have a family unit. He is not practicing what he preached about the family, the black family nucleus, and all of that. I spoke about that in my video 3 years ago. Now, 3 years later, here comes his daughter coming forward, putting him on blast, saying he's a deadbeat, saying that he's not in her life, and so on and so forth, okay? But what do we want to hear first? Do we want to hear my words that I did not too long ago, or do we want to get into the new stuff? Let's listen to what his daughter said, and then we'll do our flashback in a little bit. So his daughter went to social media, and she has a TikTok page called Nisa the Goat, and she proclaimed to be Dr. Umar's daughter. And she says she wants to find her sister on her father's side, and she wanted her dad to reach out to her. So let's get into what she said.
My biological father.
Now, if the volume is low, put your headphones on, because I have to put my headphones on to hear what she's saying. But let's get into it.
I'm on here with a small, short announcement. I just want to start this video off by saying I'm not trying to get clout. I literally just want to have a conversation with my father. My biological father is Dr. Umar. He has another daughter. I tried to contact him about, getting to know my sister on my dad's side. I asked him if he knows her or if he has her number. He ignored me and never responded. I'm 22 years old now. My dad has never been to anything important, no graduation, no birthday parties, nothing. He has not been in my life. Again, I'm not making this video to bash him. I'm making this video to state facts, okay? You can't get on.
All right, so I'm going to pause. I'm going to play some more, but in a lot of Dr. Umar's response, just giving you a foreshadowing, we're going to listen to some of what he has to say. But a lot of his response is, oh, I went to the court, and your mama didn't let me see you. That is a crock of BS, because as well as court orders are issued, there is also penalties for mothers not obliging by said court orders. Also, too, in almost every court order that I have seen, unless the father is a danger to the child, the father automatically has rights to their schooling and their education. The father, and this is from me having knowledge of the court system, they almost all the time have joint custody as it pertains to their education, medical, and things like that. So they automatically have to be put on the school the school papers. If you have a court order, that is automatic. You can go to the school and do it yourself. Now, what a lot of fathers don't do, because a lot of them are lazy and they don't take the extra steps, they just automatically, oh, your mama didn't tell me that you had a school recital, so I didn't know. Instead of calling the school, taking your court paperwork that you are granted joint custody to the school. And I know some people are like, well, they shouldn't have to do all that if you want to be in your child's life. If that's what it takes, then you need to do that. If your baby mama is not giving you the necessary updates and milestones of your child, it is up to you to find them out. It is up to you. If I don't know something going on in my child's life and I'm confused about something at her school, I'm going ring, ring, ring. Hey, school, what's this? Hey, ring, ring, ring. Hey, school, when is this? Hey, ring, ring, ring. I forgot. I lost my calendar that has all of the school events. Hey, can you guys have me a school calendar available for me to pick up so that I know the important dates of the school events when I come up there? Can you have it printed and ready? Thank you. Ring, ring, ring. Hey, when is the graduation for the 5th graders? When is the, but a lot of men in typical deadbeat fashion will go with the, oh, my baby mama didn't tell me so, or my baby mama made it difficult, so I wasn't there. That excuse don't work for me. That excuse works for the gullible and the men who are full of excuses, and they think that just because they went to that court building, put a paper through the system, that was enough. That's not enough. That's not enough. But let's continue.
Get on Instagram and get on social media.
Let me bring it back.
Small, short announcement. I just want to start this video off by saying I'm not trying to get clout.
And again, her volume is low. I cannot make it louder. If you can't hear it, put your headphones on.
I literally just want to have a conversation with my father. My biological father is Dr. Umar. He has another daughter. I tried to contact him about, getting to know my sister on my dad's side. I asked him if he knows her or if he has her number. He ignored me and never responded. I'm 22 years old now. My dad has never been to anything important, no graduation, no birthday parties, nothing. He has not been in my life. Again, I'm not making this video to bash him. I'm making this video to state facts, okay? You can't get on Instagram and get on social media and portray to be an activist and talk about how black kings need to be with black women, but you're not even in your black woman's daughter's life. It doesn't make sense. You're being a hypocrite. And it's frustrating because I reached out to you. I reached out to you. I shouldn't have had to do that. I'm your daughter. But I'm smart enough and logical enough to know that you would never reach out to me because you don't have my phone number. And I'm pretty sure you wouldn't try to reach out to me because for what? I don't want anything out of you. I want nothing but a conversation. Forget the relationship. I really don't care too much about that at this point. I just wanted a conversation out of you and you shut me down. You ignored me. You should never be too busy for your daughter ever in life. So I just wanted to make this video to just try to, I guess, somehow find my sister on my dad's side. So if you see this, please reach out to me. Please DM me because I want to know who you are. Why do I have siblings out there that I don't know about? It's unfair, and deadbeat fathers is very common nowadays, especially in the black community, right? We all know Dr. Umar reps the black community already.
And along with deadbeat fathers being common, it is common for women to cape for deadbeat fathers, and it is common for people to go along with the excuse that the mother was difficult and that suffices. That is not a excuse that works for me. I don't care how difficult she is, have the police at that whole door. Have you had the police go to her door when it's your time for visitation? Have you done what it takes to have your child in your life? Have you went and brought emergency orders? Have you put charges on that hoe? You know, a lot of people think, oh, well, you know, I heard this one before. I don't like to deal with the police, and I don't like to deal with the courts, and I don't play police games, and I don't get them involved with my business. So instead of the police, as you say, the court system being involved in your business, you would rather the latter of just not having a relationship with your child at all. So because we don't want to play police games, and because we don't want to get the man involved, we'd rather have girls and boys grow up without their father, without the guidance of their parent to speak life into them and not allow the other parent to alienate them from the other one. But you know what? A lot of times, and what I see often is women have shown time and time again, and I know there are men that are subscribers of mine, and I'm not talking to y'all who are in your child's life. If you are doing what you got to do as a man, stepping up as a father, kudos to you for doing what you're supposed to do, okay? But there are a lot of men that I find that are very weak, okay? They could never go through the challenges that we go through. They could never stand up to the stuff that we go through. They at the first sign of adversity, they tuck in their tail and they running away. At the first sign of adversity, we may break down, we may cry, but we put our big girl panties on a lot of times and do what we gotta do, period. But let's continue, and then I'm gonna play for y'all what Dr. Umar says, because I'm so sick of these weak men with these weak ass fucking excuses.
But you can't wreck that if you're not even in your daughter's life. You moving backwards. You're moving backwards. It's not making sense. To the public, you look like this person, but in private, you a whole nother person. And I'm not bashing you. I just don't understand why you're ignoring me. I'm 22 years old and you have yet to be in my life. No graduations, no parties. When I get married, are you going to be at the wedding? Are you going to walk me down the aisle? Y'all, I have a stepdad who has been in my life since a little girl. He has been in my life. And I thank God for him, because my biological father couldn't even do that, y'all. My biological father is not even on my birth certificate, because when my mom had me, he left. And I do have a DNA test. So yes, I can prove that that's my father. I would never get on here and lie to y'all. That's kind of sick and delusional and crazy. But I'm just making this video because I want to find my sister. And when I reached out to him about giving me her number, or if he even had it, I was ignored. So now I guess I have to take matters into my own hands. So if you see this video, sister, please reach out to me, because if he's not going to allow us to be in contact, I'll do it myself. I just want to end this video off by saying that daughters who have deadbeat fathers should not have to go through this. This is very present in the Black community. And as an activist, I would not think that you would be a deadbeat because you rep the Black community so much. It doesn't make any sense. You cannot be a hypocrite. You can't say do A, but you're doing B. It doesn't make any sense. So y'all already heard my mission for this video. Y'all already heard why I'm making this video. So if she can reach out to me, I would love that. I would love to have a conversation with you, because you are my sister on my father's side that I have never met. I don't even know your name. I don't even know how old you are. I have a sister on my mom's side, and I'm the oldest. I'm pretty sure that my sister that's on my dad's side, I'm probably older than her. I'm supposed to be guiding her. I'm supposed to be teaching her things, because you as the father, you're not doing that. So let me do that as an older sister. But that's the end of this video. As I stated in the beginning of this video, I'm not trying to bash this man. I'm stating facts. Facts. And in the next clip, I will show y'all the screenshot of me trying to reach out to him, and he ignored me after I asked him if he had my sister's phone number. So here you go.
All right. So this is a message that I guess she sent to him, and it says, peace and Pan-Africanism. If this is in fact my daughter, is there a reason why you're not messaging me directly from your cell phone? And then she says, this is my iCloud, but my phone number is, and then she gave her number. And then he said, text me from your phone. And then she says, this is Anissa. And then he says, this is a different number. Why the different numbers? 267 or 443? She said 443. And then on Sunday, she replies back and she says, do you have any other children? I would love to meet them. Do you have their numbers? Okay. And it does not show that he responded. Let me see if she puts up another text message. But this is the text that she included on there.
Hey, TikTok.
Okay, so that's the one she included. And he was basically saying, girl, if this my daughter, girl, I don't know. So after she made that message, and basically what she was saying was, listen, I got siblings out there that I want to get in my life. I don't want to be out here with wisdom, growing older, and not a part of my other siblings' lives. And the way for her to get in contact with her siblings is by way of going through her father. Now, I seen one of you guys in the comments say, well, if she had a great stepfather, then leave him alone. Why does she care about Dr. Umar? He's just a sperm donor, etc. Well, all that might be true. However, there are things like other offspring. You don't want to have a sister or other family out here that you can build relationships with and not. There's also things as far as different, things that are passed down. Is there mental illness that she needs to know about? Is there any diseases that she needs to know about when she goes on health exams? There's still input that a biological parent should be able to give to their offspring that is valuable, even if we're not going to be buddy-buddy. But hey, let's have a sit down, and there are some things that we do need to talk about that are important and vital in a child's life. Now, Dr. Umar, he went live and he responded, and he also responded on his social media. And this is what he had to say as a response. He said, let me make this big enough for me to see. He said, good Garvey day. As I don't live in the prison of other people's opinion, I have no interest in discussing nor explaining my private life with any of you, as my 15 years as the most relevant and requested scholar, orator, activist, Pan-Africanist in the world has made it clear to me that the Negro public is only interested in laughs at the expense of other people's misery. Neither the Coonocracy nor the YouTubian struggle streamer community couldn't care less about the truth of this situation. Okay? He said, with that being said, please ask that little girl, okay, right here. He said, with that being said, please ask that little girl to stand on business by asking her mother to join in on a three-way conversation about why her father hasn't been present in her life. I have no problem with this conversation being public, but her mother must be present for that conversation. She needs to keep the same energy and bring her mother to the table. I am sure the truth will be revealed if all three of us are present together. I have absolutely nothing to hide, and I still have all of my family court paperwork. And in case any lies are told, trying to use your father's name to build your struggle streamer career is so not cool. Hashtag no more lies. Hashtag tell the whole truth. Hashtag Pence of Pan-Africanism. And hashtag the most requested scholar. Now, he gave a very Pookie and Ray Ray degenerate response and a typical deadbeat response as well. Now, as Fee in the comments says, there's always three sides to a story. That may be true. However, no matter how many sides there are to a damn story, there's no excuse for him not being in his daughter's life, especially if he says he has what? The paperwork, okay? Family court paperwork. You see that sign right there, Fee, in the comments? Family court paperwork. So if he has this family court paperwork, then he would also have on that said paperwork where it also would list joint custody of schooling, medical, and things of that nature, and that would allow him to be in his daughter's life and be present to things. And in that family paperwork, it also has a thing that says, in the firstborn David, you've mentioned me having a towel on my head several times. Do you want attention? Do you need attention? I got a towel on my head. We've established that. Okay? And I still look better than any girl that you ever talked to. So now that we got established that we got a towel on our head, or I got a towel on my head, let's continue. So in said paperwork, it also has different clauses in it as well. There are clauses that state if you or another parent shall come to an agreement outside of the court, you are able to establish your own parenting time. Now, another clause that it says in that paperwork is if one of the parents are not doing what they are supposed to do as it pertains to upholding their obligation of visitation, their end of what they're supposed to be doing on that order, you are to what? File a order and a petition to the court to bring the matter to the judge to hold that other person in contempt of court. You can put penalties on them. You can put police charges on them. And you can also assist that court paperwork with police reports. Don't ask me how I know, because I've been through the court system. I know what you got to do, and I've taken necessary steps that's needed at times to yank what need to be yanked and do what need to be done when it needed to be done. Please, I know about petitions, I know about emergency orders, and I know about what needs to be done so that each parent is doing what they need to do. You falling short? You need parenting classes? Oh, we need to put that in order. Oh, when my daughter is at your house, you're not allowing me to speak to her? Oh, let's put in the order that I am to be able to speak to my child at a reasonable amount of time while she is in your care in the order. Judge, this person does not allow me any contact whatsoever with my child when she is over there. I need it ordered that I am to at least be able to talk to my child or have some form of contact at a reasonable amount. The judge said that's what you would like. You're not able to speak to your child. It is so ordered. We'll put in a stipulation that at this time you are allowed to speak to your child from here to here. Okay, thank you, Judge. And it is so ordered. You can get things and stipulations put into that court order. This person ain't showing up to the meeting spot. They're not opening the door at visitation. You send a cop to their house. And, is it extra work that you got to do? Is it extra time and resources that you got to do? Yes. Somebody said it's a lot of money. It's actually not. It's actually not. Most of the stuff that I did was for free. Google is your best friend. Okay? And they also give free services at the court as well. Most of them, at least. I live in California. Where you live, I don't know. But most of them have free services. Now, and then he goes on to say that she was trying to get her struggle streaming career off the ground. Trying to use your father's name to build your struggle streamer career is so not cool. Now, nothing that the daughter said to me permitted that response at all. I feel like as a man, a scholar, a most requested, educated brother who has all of the scruples and tools to mentor other people's kids, he got all of the scruples and tools to be able to tell other parents how to parent their kids. He mentors children in schools into their educational needs. But you don't have the wherewithal to come to your daughter with love, even if you have a bitter position towards her mama and you think that her mama is the bitterest of bitches. And you know from your mind that she's misinformed. Why wouldn't you come to your daughter with love and say, baby, I love you. You are my baby. And I understand that you're angry right now. But some of your anger is misplaced, and I would love to talk to you about it. Instead, you calling your daughter clout chasers and struggle streamers and all kind of disrespectful things, and you ain't even been in her life, ain't been to a graduation, ain't been to a prom send-off, ain't been to none of the things that you were allowed to be at via the paperwork. Her mama can't keep you away from award ceremonies if you don't have a violent protective order in place. Her mama can't keep you away from her graduation if you are her father and you have a right to be there. Her mother can't keep you away from her accomplishments at the school. You can find out all of those details from that paperwork that you say you got. You got the paperwork, take it up to the school. You don't need the mama to do it. I remember one time I came up to the school and stuff was put on the paperwork that I didn't put on the paperwork. I came in, I looked at my daughter's emergency card one day and I said, who is this person? Oh, her father came and put that person on the emergency card. He came with the paperwork. I said, oh, okay. Okay, interesting. That's okay. The father put it on there. They could do that. And guess what? You just oh, and the guys are mad. The deadbeat daddies are so upset in the comments. They so mad. You so arrogant. Am I? Am I arrogant or am I informed of how the fucking system goes? Am I just informed and I know? You know? But let's continue because he continued to respond.
I just wanted to come on here with
So he responded further, and he's been responding further, and so on and so forth. But before we go into, hold on, let me pull up. But y'all so mad. Y'all want me to open up the phone lines? Because guess what? One thing about it, and two things for sure. If y'all don't know, I like to tussle. Okay. And let me tell you one thing too. Okay. So it's been over a year since I have drank any alcohol. And it's also been over a year that I had any type of male pressure. Okay. If you catch my drift. Okay. It's been over a year for both. Now, sometimes, you know, me tussling with y'all, it releases some of that tension. So if y'all black men who are upset in the comments and want to tussle and want me to open up the phone lines and go toe-to-toe about how I don't know what I'm talking about and how you been trying to be in your child life and you just was not able to and all this stuff and you want to tussle, Cheryl, let me tighten up this towel so we could tussle because I like to tussle. I like to go back and forth with people because mama ain't raised no hoe, okay? And my auntie right here too, she ain't raised no hoe either.
Absolutely not.
Ain't raised no hoe, okay? So, child, and I got game from some amazing men in my family that, you know, put me up on game about 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 of how it go. Okay? Somebody said, Nick, you too cute for the drama. I mean, is it drama or is it just a little razzle dazzle on a Friday? You know? Is it drama or is it just a little razzle dazzle? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't mind. All right, so here is part of Dr. Umar's response, and we'll play some more as well. But yeah, y'all know I like to tussle and stuff.
A clout chaser when you see one. Thank you for recognizing a clout chaser when you see one. Is there a reason why the mother didn't join her for the video? Why is it mom with baby Smurf? How you doing, my beautiful African sisters? How y'all doing tonight? Alpha males. I want to have a sit down with Mama Smurf and Baby Smurf. Baby Smurf, I want you to call Mama Smurf. This is what we're going to do. Oh, yes, this is what we're going to do. I'm the king of solutions. Baby Smurf, I want you to call Mama Smurf, and I need y'all to tell me where we going to meet at on Thursday. 1 week from today. I want to meet Mama Smurf and Baby Smurf anywhere in the city of Philadelphia. Thank you for recognizing a clout chaser when you see one.
Imagine calling your daughter, who you know you haven't been in her life, whether it be, let's say it's the mama fault. Let's say he is of zero accountability in this situation, and it is 100% only on the mother. You, a black, knowledgeable scholar who is an educated brother, let's say the mama is 100% wrong in this situation. You're not accountable. You're completely innocent. And you know that your daughter is misinformed, and you know that it's the mama fault. Imagine getting online and calling your seed a clout chaser who you have not been in communication with. You haven't talked to her by your admission. You haven't been in her life by your admission. And she is crying out for her father's attention. And your response is, she's a clout chaser? Oh, what?
The more slander that we will see, brothers and sisters, and I'm built for it. The son of Ogun. I got my 2 spiritual machetes ready. If they want to send children to do their dirty work, send the children. If they want to send the children to do their dirty work, send the children. Send who you must. But if you don't know by now, if you don't know by now who the chosen one of this generation is, you must be dumb, deaf, and blind. If you don't know who the ancestors sent in this generation, I can't speak to the previous generation, and I can't speak to the next generation. But in this generation, I think we all know who the chosen one is, brothers and sisters. But like I said, the best thing you can do, the more slander that we will see, brothers and sisters, and I'm built for it. The son of Ogun. I got my 2 spiritual machetes ready. If they want to send children to do...
Hey, TikToks.
Okay. And let me see. There was a couple other TikToks where he was talking as well. Let me pull up some more. Child, let's get to it. Where is my video that I did on him 3 years ago, by the way? Where did it go? Oh, here it go. Let's do a flashback real quick before we get into some more of what he was talking about. So this is my video from 3 years ago. Let me move myself over. All right, so this is my video right here. It says my full breakdown on Umar and Kevin Samuels. And as you see right here, it says this was streamed in May of 2021. Okay.
He's not going to disrespect his union for such. So, I think that we should be going towards a lot more family unity. We should not be so divided. When I see these divisive beta males that he calls divisive YouTubian beta males of the preach is going to do so. Not going to stress his wife out because she's also providing.
Hold on, let me get to the part
as well. In that household, he's not going to disrespect his union for such. So what he preaches that, you know, a woman should just fall in line or get lost. He wasn't able to get a bitch to fall in line for himself.
I was talking about Kevin Samuels
now,
right there.
Now, when it comes to Dr. Umar is also a hypocrite of the Bible or the gospel that he preaches. Dr. Umar says a lot of truthful things. He says and he speaks about family unity, which I think that we should be going towards a lot more family unity. We should not be so divided. When I see these divisive beta males that he calls divisive YouTubian beta males, I agree with him in the sense that all they are doing is causing divisiveness and division within the Black community. And I do agree with Umar on how we should be more unified. We should have more Black families in unison, more Black fathers, more Black husbands and wives, and we should be beaten to that accord. However, Dr. Umar is also a hypocrite in the gospel that he preaches because he has children, from my knowledge, and he did not wed the mother, and he does not have a person who he has created this unified family unit that he preaches about. Now, on a platform, I guess he made mention that he's too busy to, you know, do such or whatever. That's bullshit. There are a lot of men who are very successful, very busy, and are very solidified in their marriage and family unison. I mean, shit, Barack Obama was the damn president. You think he wasn't damn busy? But he was able to hold down his wife and have a family. So the foundation in which he preaches, in the gospel that he preaches, he's not practicing it either. So neither man is practicing the concepts that they are teaching to their following. Now, men get gratification and women being torn down. Oh, you're 5'8" and 220 pounds. How dare you think that you deserve a man to like and love you? Now, there are some high value men who have lots of money who like tall females that's 220 pounds.
You have some of the guys who want to tear down women and feel like it's, but y'all could visit this video. I just wanted to, you know what I'm saying, play my little 1-2-1-2 that I did 3 years ago, because I said both of these motherfuckers is hypocrites. Dr. Umar's preaching about the family, and he ain't about family in his real life. And Kevin Samuels is preaching about this, that, and the third, and he ain't got that he talking about either. So y'all visit that video. This was 3 years ago, and all of that. But let's get into some more of what Dr. Umar has stated in response to his daughter. Now, he was upset that the daughter that came out on social media was trying to reach out to the other daughter, and he had some more to say about that. So let me pull that up now. And we just gonna play a little bit of this, and then we gonna go on about our merry way. Okay. So let me play this audio.
Because everybody knows that a daughter needs more than prayers, but since you wanted to be smart, you're blocked for the rest of your life. Who else want to get blocked for the rest of their life from my Instagram page? Who else want to get blocked for the rest of their life? Let's see. Who else want to get blocked for the rest of their life? Let's see. Who else want to get blocked for the rest of their life? Nothing wrong with white women. I'm blocking you. Coming on my page with this bullshit.
He blocking everybody now.
He told me.
He is crashing out.
At seeing all those beautiful women posted on my page doing videos of Ifa Tunde, she got jealous and she put a battery in my baby's back. That's what some people are saying. My credibility is done. Let's see about that. Let's see about that. You want to put some money on that? You want to put some money on that? Baby mom number one, did you get jealous because I was posting videos of women doing Ifa Tunde voiceovers?
Dr. Umar, you've been posting women, and you even had like a fake little ceremony with 2 women a few years ago. I did a video on that. You had a video, it was a light-skinned girl and a dark-skinned girl, and they was all dressed up, and y'all was at some street event, and they both was your ceremonial wives, and then they disappeared and we never seen you with them. You've been posting women, so what are you talking about?
Does this even...
And this is Storm Monroe captured this.
I already confirmed that. Let me block you too. You need a special ed IEP. Block. Who else? Who next?
He blocking everybody. Oh, he hot.
Who next? Who's next? Who else want to get blocked for the rest of their life? Let's see. How many baby moms do you have? If you follow me, you already know I have 2 children. So I'm blocking you for that dumbass question. Let's see what else. Who else wants to get blocked permanently? Who else wants to get blocked for the rest of their life? Asking stupid questions. What are you doing to these women? You got them going crazy? No, sir. My daughters are 13 and 22. They were born a long enough time ago for their mothers to have gotten over that. But I'm going to ask y'all a question of the day, and you can text me your answer. I'm going to ask you, y'all want to hear the question of the day? I'm going to give y'all the question of the day. The question of the day. I just got word that my youngest daughter's older brother, reached out to my oldest daughter, and that's how all this got started. I heard that my youngest daughter's older brother.
So if your youngest daughter, older brother reached out to your daughter and this is how it all started, then why are you leading with, oh, you mad because I had the Umatumde girls do the voiceover? What did he say? Voiceover, what?
Who is the same age as my oldest daughter reached out to my oldest daughter, and that's how this party got started. I'm going to say it again. Listen for the question. I have a question for y'all. You could text me your answer. I got a question for y'all. You could text me. My youngest daughter's oldest brother reached out to my oldest daughter. They're the same age. And
your youngest daughter, older brother could reach out, but you couldn't reach out. The oldest daughter, younger brother found a way to reach out, but you never did.
My oldest daughter is now in communication with my youngest daughter's mother. I'm going to say it again. My oldest daughter is in communication with my youngest daughter's mother. Here's the question. Y'all ready for the question? Here's the question. Why? I got two questions. First question. Why is my youngest daughter's mother communicating with my oldest daughter, but you are blocking my communication with my youngest daughter? Let me say it again. Why is my youngest daughter's mother communicating with my oldest daughter, but you're blocking my communication with my youngest daughter, although we have to go back to child support because your greedy ass wants more money?
Well, if you go to child support and her greedy ass wants more money and she's blocking communication with your youngest daughter, guess what you can bring up in a court petition, not to child support, but to family court. They have child support services, and then they have family court that establishes parenting time, communication, and guess what? Your daughter's 13. So they're able to sit her down and speak to her with a mediator. You can go into the mediation room with the mediator and talk to the person at the family court, your daughter. You can petition for your daughter to go in. And if you are not a danger to her, her mother simply saying, hey, she don't want to go will not suffice. Her simply saying, I don't want to go will not suffice. And if your communication is being blocked, you can petition the family court and let them know that she is in violation of the court order. And every time you try to reach out to your daughter and your communication is blocked, guess what you do? This is what you do. You go to Dollar Tree. You get a notebook. This is a notebook that's $1.25, right? You open up an empty page in the notebook. You make a call. You document said call. Ring, ring, ring. No answer. Blocked. Okay, let me document at 11:12 a.m. on Friday. Where my pen at? On 11. Oh, here go my marker. It'll do just fine. January. Or no, what's today? We in March 7th at 11:12 a.m. First attempt. You log it. Then you wait a few hours till possibly your child is out of school. Ring, ring, ring. 4 p.m. on Friday, second attempt. Then you get no call? Okay. So then on Sunday, you go ring, ring, ring. Oh, no answer? Okay. Sunday at 3 p.m. third attempt. And then you take your log and you print out your phone record and you show that these calls went unanswered and you put it in a petition to the court. Hey, court, this is my proof. This is my log. I bought a $1.25 notebook at Dollar Tree, and I've been documenting each time I reached out and she's blocking my communication, and she has no viable excuse, sir. Can you put a mandatory order that I speak to my child on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 4 p.m. for an hour of her time? That way I can be involved in her schooling. I can help her out with her schoolwork. We can do a virtual call where I am talking to my daughter and I can counsel her and I can help her with, you know, the things, and I can also be present. Can you make sure that I'm present to also be in my child's life to facilitate her learning, to facilitate and make sure she's mentally sound and facilitate? Can you make sure that that's in the order? Because this is my proof that I've been trying to reach out to her with my notebook and my records, and it's gone unanswered. Let's continue to some more because, child, y'all, you know. But the men in the comment section, you know, that doesn't work.
Your greedy ass wants more money. You're blocking me from seeing my baby, but you got me in child support for
First
more
off, I
money,
can't
and
take
you're
him
communicating
seriously
with
when he-
support for more money. Brothers and sisters, can somebody explain this? That's question number one. That's question number one. And I just found this out last night. So question number two, what is it going to take for my youngest daughter's mother and my oldest daughter's mother to stop using their children as pawns against their father? What is it going to take for my youngest daughter's mother and my oldest daughter's mother to stop using my children as pawns?
All right. It's going to take for you to put your foot down and not allow them to use as pawns. Now, this is what his daughter said in response. So let's show what his daughter had to say real quick before we play some more. That audio is coming from Storm Monroe. He was able to catch him live. But hold on, where? And the guys in the comments are so mad. Y'all so mad. How you assuming that's how his life went? I'm not assuming how his life went. I know that that's how it didn't go. Because if he had taken those steps, we would have heard about it, number one. And number two, if he had taken those steps, being that he's a scholar, he's educated, he has all of these degrees, the courts tend to favor, and the whole myth that the courts just automatically favor the mom is not true. It's not. The courts favor, never mind. Let me play what the daughter said.
Trying to use your father's name to build your struggle streamer career is so not cool. Struggle streamer? But you have 2 daughters and you're not in their lives, Dr. Umar. But I'm a struggle streamer? You see what I'm talking about? Why is that your only focus? You have 2 daughters and you are not present in their lives. Let's focus on that, Dr. Umar. Clock that T. Trying to use your...
Okay.
Hello guys, so I just wanted to come on here with a small update. I just got off the phone with Dr. Umar's other daughter's mother, and she just told me that that's her daughter. So, yes, y'all, I found her. I'm going to give her a call and talk to my sister when she gets out of school. So, and I just wanted to answer a couple questions. All that, oh, are you going to show us the DNA test? No, because it's not your business. Why? I don't have to prove nothing to y'all internet folks. I know what it is in real life. So, no, you're not getting a DNA test. What else have I seen? Why are you coming to the internet with this? I already tried to get in contact with him. He shut me down and ignored me. What else I've been seeing? Oh, you trying to tear down Dr. Umar? No, I'm not. He tore himself down by not building a relationship with his own daughter. What's another question I saw? It's a bunch of questions I seen, but y'all don't know nothing. That's my dad. I have the right. And that's my sister. I have the right. Clock it. Hello.
She's so funny. Oh, she's a cackle. She is a cackle. She is a cackle. Okay, let's play a little bit more of this. But like I said, Storm Monroe has the live where he was live. I'm not gonna play the whole thing.
Against their father. What is it going to take for my youngest daughter's mother and oldest daughter's mother to stop using my daughters as pawns against the father? I'm going to tell y'all what I think it is. Y'all want to know what I think? Baby mom number 1 and baby mom number 2 are still secretly in love with Intercontinental Ifa Tunde.
Oh,
baby mom number 1 and baby mom number 2 are both still in love, even though it's been 23 and 14 years respectively since conception. Even though it's been 23 years and 14 years respectfully since conception. Even though it's been 23 years and 14 years respectfully since conception. I think baby mom number 1 and baby mom number 2 are still in love with the Prince of Pan-African. You now with a weave in your damn head. Hold on, let me make sure I get you out of here. Block. Who else want to be banished for the rest of their life? Let's see. Okay, Goo Punch. Have a nice life. Who we got next? Why didn't you marry them? I don't think that's something I should be discussing with the public.
Why not?
Why didn't you marry them? I don't think that's something I should be discussing with the public. Out of respect for those women. Out of respect for those women, I'm not going to answer that. You discussing everything else? Goodbye. Uh-huh.
Ooh, they clocking it. They clocking it. They clocking him left and right. All right, so I don't have a lot of time, but I know that there are many men who are upset in the chat and they're angry and they want to vent. So I'm going to open up the lines for 10 minutes. You got 10 minutes. Because they're so mad. Oh, my God, look at you with your towel. Oh, my God, look at you. You're biased. Oh, my God, oh, my God, oh, my God. You're not caping for us. You're not giving us excuses. Oh, the same thing that y'all do to women. Y'all don't give us excuses and y'all tell us to be accountable and y'all go in on us and tell us that we are not accountable. But then when somebody holds y'all accountable, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Poor us, poor me. Poor me. I have paperwork that says I have joint custody, but have I ever been up to the school to present it to the school? No. I haven't went up to the school and gave them that joint custody paperwork and made sure that my rights were respected. No. Yes, I have joint custody paperwork, but did I ever call the school and get the calendar of important events, award ceremonies, graduations? No. I didn't do that because my baby mama didn't tell me to. My baby mama didn't tell me when she graduated, even though I have joint custody papers that say that I am a person that has the right to know this information and the school cannot deny me of it. I never called the school to find out because why? Because my baby mama didn't tell me. It's her fault. It's her, it's her, it's her. It's all her. Y'all got 10 minutes or are y'all just keyboard warriors? Let me find out. Y'all just some keyboard warriors. Y'all coming up? Or y'all just twiddling them fingers? Let me see. Going once, going twice. Let me know some. Oh, y'all silent now? Y'all silent now? Y'all not, what y'all? Y'all just wanted to type up some stuff? Oh. Okay. Ladies, are they scared? I'm gonna show y'all my they're not pulling up. This is my StreamYard stage. Where they at? This is my StreamYard stage and it's just me right here. Where are they at? They pop up right here. When they click the link, they show up right here. Where they at? They said I'm wrong, I'm ill-informed, I'm misinformed, I'm biased. Tell us the other side. Inform me. I'm ignorant. I want to know. Knowledge is power. Like, inform me. I want to get straightened up. You know? Ignorance is bliss. Okay? Like, don't let your fellow sister be ignorant. Don't let me be ignorant. You know? If I don't know how it works, I don't know how it goes, and I am ignorant, don't let your fellow sister be ignorant, okay? Let me know something. Let me know. Come on, click the link. I want to tussle for a little bit. Okay, y'all not coming on. He ain't there. They not clicking the link. You click the link and you pop up here. And when you pop up right here, then I pull you up. And then, you know, somebody said the towel is ugly though, wear a hijab. No, I'm going to wear a towel, and then I'm going to wear a bonnet, and I'm going to wear my hair, and I'm going to wear a weave, and I'm going to wear braids, and I'm going to wear a ponytail. I'm going to wear what my self feels like. Somebody said we love Auntie in the back. Y'all can hear her. Girl. Child. Well, they mad because when they put a towel on, it ain't giving. Oh, here we go. We go. Hey, Gerald from Hawaii. Hello? Oh, shoot. He can't hear me. Hello?
Aloha, Nick. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Fine. I actually have you on in the background.
Okay.
Yeah. Um, Everything that you're saying is valid. However, I think there is a misconception because there are. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Unfortunately, there's a misconception to how things are done. Um, you said you're a resident of California?
Correct.
Okay. You got to bear with me because I'm hearing the back.
Oh, well, turn it off in the back and just listen to the StreamYard feed.
Okay. Well, when I was active duty, I went through that. My former spouse is a California resident. This happened occurring, I want to say nearly about 24 years ago.
Okay.
So my volume's off here. I'm actually talking to you directly through my cell phone.
Okay.
So I'll just tune that out. But
yeah, just turn it off on your TV.
TV's not on.
Okay.
I'm actually talking to you directly through my cell.
Go ahead. We hear you clear. Go ahead.
Okay, great. So there's been a lot of reform, and when it comes to family court, that was not afforded.
No,
TV
just
volume's
talk.
not on at all.
Just ignore it. Just keep going.
I am.
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
am. Okay. So in my situation, back in the early 2000s, California did not have the reform when it came to family court. I am. State of California did not have that. It was more 50%, and really there was no, how can I say it? They didn't, when it came to the parents, to fathers, you really didn't have a say. Everything that is going on within the last 20 so years has changed that dynamic to make it more balanced. But in my situation, I wanted nothing more to be in my daughter's life. I pretty much waved a white flag because this was a unsuspected divorce that was put in play. Didn't see it. We lived in Virginia at the time, and she went back to California, taking my daughter at the time when she was 4, almost 5. And I've always been a person of keeping my unit together. So as you can imagine, I was devastated. But the one thing that I wanted to instill with her was do not destabilize our daughter's life. And I wanted, if anything, that we could have a unified front. In that situation with me, she used her mother's address and pretty much was living somewhere else with our daughter. And I had no contact. I had back then tried to be proactive. I would send webcams out there, send cell phones out there just to hear my daughter breathe. I didn't want, no matter what was going on with her mother's decision in our marriage, I wanted to make sure that, especially in the early 90s, it was already too much stigma going on when it came to Black men and not being responsible. I was active duty serviceman, served honorably, and I wanted to, my whole mindset was, if anybody's gonna go without, it will be me. Long story short, I had paid out $300,000 in support. I had provided her full medical benefits, visual, anything she needed, which does not expire until next year because she's 25. All I wanted to do was just be in her life. Now, not trying to sound like a little violent or anything, but that's my truth. So you're exactly right. The options that you guys have, the parents have, did not exist back then. It was not applicable at all. So with that being
what
said,
options were not applicable back then?
no, it wasn't.
No, which ones specifically were not
It
applicable?
was it was more pro. It was pro. The mother will have jurisdiction of the child because there was no domestic, there was no neglect.
You started off before when you first started talking, you said they only wanted 50%. 50% of what?
When it comes to for divorce and you have children, you divide assets. She had no assets. I was the primary caregiver, even though I wanted her to. The state of California, when a divorce is being pursued and you divide assets, I was the primary caregiver. She didn't work. She didn't want to work. I wanted her to finish her degree. She had no desire, and that was very, very disheartening. But
Okay,
being the fact that we were,
what does your divorce say about child custody and visitation? Did you
she
not
worked
get
it
child
so that
custody and visitation?
she had physical custody, and I had visitation.
Okay.
But the problem with that is she didn't tell me where she lived at, and her family didn't.
Okay. Did you petition the court?
I did.
And what happened?
They couldn't serve her. She literally was on the grid.
So your children were not in school anywhere?
I wish I had. I never got any information to even go that route as an option.
What do you mean?
So they would turn around and send correspondence to her mother's house.
Okay.
So, and it didn't, and it, how can I say this? In hindsight, looking back, I'm hearing this reverb. I got to bear with you. So,
Maybe you have another window on your phone open or something. I'm not sure what's going on. Why you getting
okay.
feedback.
Well, I'm gonna push through it. Okay. So my standpoint was basically, this is your world. Whatever you need, I will comply. The bird.
Go out and come back in. I'm not sure what you're experiencing right now.
Okay, I'm gonna do that right now.
Okay, go out and come back in because I don't know what's happening. Ooh, 3 of me on the screen. I don't know what I mean, I'm trying to get the full picture so that I can understand, because if he had visitation and if he had other things, I'm trying to understand what part was missed. I'm trying to get to it real quick. Go ahead. Is it better now?
Yeah, I apologize. You're exactly right. There was the YouTube window on my phone that, how it is when you put your cell phone on, your activity will automatically prompt. That's what the case was. So I apologize for that. But to answer your question, I just wanted to do whatever she asked because I love my daughter. I still very well do. The only means of contact I had, which was very sparse, was through text. She went zero contact. And I think there was never any neglect, abuse, nothing. I wish I could.
Why did you guys get divorced?
Because she couldn't control me. When we met, I was very, very active in the United States Air Force. I was that guy that was literally reaching for the moon. And
do you have a relationship with your daughter now?
And it's not really. I don't. It's like a light switch. I might get a text message every now and then, so I take advantage of it. I've moved around wherever I've gone. I've always made a point to. She knows. I've been here in Hawaii since the pandemic. I've offered numerous times, hey, I'll pay for your travel or I'll fly to you, because I don't want to put her business out there for what I know. But I've always tried to meet her halfway. And as her father, I'm going to always emotionally be on the other side of that door waiting to embrace my daughter. And she's 25. And
Do you have other kids, or is this your only child?
She's my only daughter. Yes, yes.
Okay, and at the time that you guys were, what year was this? You said it was the early 2000s that you were going through the courts?
2005 is when I got served. We originally came from Germany back to Virginia. Mm-hmm. And during that time, this is right before the housing market in California crashed. Mm-hmm. So my strategy was, hey, let's build a nest egg. She was not working. Let me get my funds up, and then within 5 years, we'll relocate back to our home of record, because my parents lived in Virginia.
And sorry to cut you off. The mother, you said stuff would get sent to the mother's address. Did you ever pull up to the mom's address?
Her mother's? No, I always had her mother's address contact, and I would literally, every couple of months, I would call, and it would go to their, and then, you had the manual voice recorders. And because at that time, she was residing with her mom. Mm-hmm. And, I was so desperate that I was thinking proactively, I'll send webcams out there. This is before webcams really got popular.
Did you send out a process server to personally serve her?
Yes, and the problem with that is they couldn't. Her mother, it's sad because I still respect her mom, but her mom never respected me. There was no support. Mm-hmm. So in turn, I ended up missing out on memories for my daughter's upbringing through public education. It was really, collectively within the 20 years, I think I got maybe.
Did you call the 7 schools in the area to get information on if your child went to that school or not?
They would, but they wouldn't give me anything at that time. What you're talking about?
You guys had a decree that said that you had joint custody. At the time that you were given joint custody, did you reach out to the schools in the area?
No, because you're saying go by way of the school board. You're exactly right. And I own that. That I did not.
Okay.
Because sadly, I still was operating from a place of good faith. First of all, I still to this day, I don't know why she opted to do what she did. But what I was not going to do was for it to be at the expense of my daughter. So literally, like I said, I was like, hey, I'll play my part.
Of your daughter.
Yes, she's always been that way, and she'll always be that way.
What did you not want to do at the expense of your daughter?
Is be divisive, because she had physical custody of our daughter, right? And
you
so
had visitation.
But how she never revealed any of that. It took me like literally. I found out. I had to put my little Spectre gadget hat on last year, and I did the you know how you pull your records, because I still have both their social security information. I happened to be going through an old box and I saw it, and I paid, and it ID'd where she was last residing. So I ended up writing her mom, because I had her email as a last ditch hope. And still to this day, I have not heard her voice. I have not heard my daughter's voice.
When you guys went to the divorce situation, did you have to pay her alimony?
No, I did not.
Did you have to pay her child support?
Yes, I ended up paying almost $300,000.
Okay, and when you were paying child support, where was the
Mhm.
child support going to? They didn't give you
To the
the
state.
address in the child support office?
No, because I didn't go out to California. I was residing in Virginia.
So before 300,000 left your account, you didn't say, "Hey, let me take 300 or 500 of this and take a plane ticket and go to California and get the address that this money is going to?"
No, I'm gonna tell you why. Because by her making that move that she did, she utilized distance and leveraged it. And at that time, transitioning from the service, I'm back in the private sector. I'm not making the money that I was making in the federal government. So she already knew that, oh, you got your hands tied because you have to survive. You can't, I didn't have the funding to just get on a plane whenever. That was not an option. I wish I could have. But my biggest regret was the fact that her parents, basically, her mom and her sister basically was like, you know, gave me the finger and like, I don't care. And that was hard. That was really hard because I like, I could
I'm
understand
gonna
it.
pause you for one second.
Sure,
I'm gonna go to Rob for a second. Don't click off. Rob, hello.
sure.
Yo, what's going on, Neek? What's happening?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, so about this situation, so I was live with Tommy Sotomayor last night, and she joined the Twitter space. I ain't gonna. She's not the innocent victim or whatever you want to call it. She's not that because she
Who are
was.
you talking about, sir? And can you turn on your camera? Oh, he clicked off. Ciao. Anyway. Well, Gerald, I'm gonna close out. If you want to say any final words to your daughter, hopefully she sees this, but I'm gonna log out.
Well, I appreciate it, but you know, I stay prayed up, and you know, and it's all divine timing. But you know, I think if anything, the biggest thing, maybe that some men don't talk about, and they fears it is the possibility of weaponization. Because, as you've always said, there are three sides, and I'm, as her father, I'm going to always be waiting on that door, and I'm, you know, I'm there because I love her, and I will always love her as long as I got air in my lungs. So thank you for the opportunity to talk to you.
All right, thank you for coming up and not being scared. Okay,
No,
you know, there's
speaking
a
my
lot
truth.
of folks that's
Bye-bye.
scared. All right, bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, y'all. I don't know what the guy was talking about. I think he was talking about the daughter saying that she wasn't innocent or somebody wasn't innocent. And I guess whatever. But he got scared when I said turn that camera on. So we're going to end the live there. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you have an amazing weekend. And I'm going to do my hair so that we can take the towel off. But girl, it's still giving. Okay, it's still giving face card. Ain't declining. Okay. I'll talk to